Hello, this is Antonio, and I'm coming at you with another exciting video. Now, we have one of these cases where dad said, "You're not going to tell me what to do in my doggone house, right? You are not going to tell me what to do." These is one of those cases where the mom and dad can't get along, and we are going to see how it turns out. Nevertheless, thank you for all my new subscribers. We're on the road to 6,000. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe because we drop heat on this channel. You can support the channel through Cash App. It's in the scroll. Nevertheless, you don't want to keep hearing me ramble. Let's dive into the content. Thank you for all the new subscribers, and let's get going.
Time. So have you taken a voluntary layoff? Is that it?
Tell him that because your wife couldn't afford the gas money since I'm not going to
Hold on. I don't know who's talking. This isn't Mr. Smith. This isn't Mr. Smith, so don't talk.
I'm not going to be told what to do in my fucking house. Yes, fucking.
Ma'am, if you want to be held in contempt of court and go to jail, keep it up.
So she's no longer here. I was working all the way out in Holland at the new fucking Energizer factory, and I'm sorry for my language, but like I said before, I'm a laborer. I don't have the best vocabulary. But of course, there's no understanding for a father's frustration. It's all about the mother in this court system.
Dad has been supporting himself with the aid of his wife, who has a job.
Mr. Smith, in this matter, you're before the court charged with civil contempt of court due to your failure to pay child support and or related expenses upon a first conviction.
The future is not just going to happen. You have to make it. And if you want a...
You could be ordered to serve up to 45 days in jail. If it's a second or subsequent offense, up to 90 days in jail. Do you understand the charges?
Yes, sir.
Your Honor, in the matter of docket 2020-0127 Hunt versus Smith, the respondent Cody Smith is before Your Honor for a bench warrant hearing because he failed to appear for a show cause hearing on June 17th, 2022 before referee Bradfield. Mr. Smith is currently ordered to pay $342 a month for current support, $171 towards arrears, $3.50 for service and processing fees, for a total monthly obligation of $516.50. Last payment received on this docket was on September 18th, 2023, in the amount of $144.02, and that came through income withholding. Mr. Smith did post a bond in the amount of $1,182 on this docket on January 28th, 2024. This is his first show cause, first bench warrant, and he's had no previous findings of contempt. I measured his compliance over the last 12 months. Mr. Smith should have paid $6,198. He's paid nothing, so that leaves him a shortfall of $6,198. Total arrears on this docket through January 31st, 2024 are $11,614.44. Mr. Smith was incarcerated from January 27th until January 28th, so that would give him credit for 1 day in jail.
Ms. Sackreiter, do you dispute or contest any of the statements made by Ms. Mouton?
No, Your Honor.
Do you have any questions for Ms. Mouton?
Yes.
Go ahead.
Ms. Mouton, does Mr. Smith qualify for the LEAP program?
He does not. He lives outside of our service area.
Okay. It says here that the last time the child support order was modified was in 2020. Is that correct?
That's correct.
And do you have the address that the notice was sent to for the June, I believe you said 27th of 2022 hearing that he failed to appear at?
That I never got any information for.
It's a confidential address, so.
Do you know that address, the street at least?
If it's a confidential address, I can't say that on the record.
Okay. His address is confidential or hers is?
His is.
All right. Has the bond that was posted been put towards his arrears?
It has not.
All right. All right. Thank you. I have no further questions.
Okay. Any proofs, Mr. Sackreiter?
I'd call Mr. Smith.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, Mr. Smith, can you hear me?
Yes.
You heard the testimony of Ms. Mouton. Was there anything that you disagreed with?
I didn't receive any paperwork about a court date, or I would have been there. For one.
All right.
For two, why wasn't my bond posted? Why wasn't that put towards my rearages?
All right. Were you aware of your child support obligation?
Yet I've known that I've had to pay $526 since 2020.
All right. It says here your last payment was in September 18th of 2023 through income withholding. Were you employed in September of last year?
Yeah, I'm still employed through said company. I'm laid off. They don't have work close enough for me.
All right.
The company's out of Grand Rapids, but they do work out of Holland, South Haven, all around.
All right. What kind of work do you do?
I'm a general laborer.
And you've been laid off since last September, is that correct?
Yes.
How have you been supporting yourself since that time?
My wife has a job.
All right. So you live with your wife?
I live with my wife and our two children.
Is there any payment that you could make on this case? Or what is your plan to pay in the future?
Well, I plan on having me and the wife, we're going to make a payment next week.
And how much is that?
Anywhere from 100 to 150. I
All
also
right.
have to pay bills. I have I have a home of my own. I don't live with my mother. I have my own responsibilities.
All right. Are you willing to put the bond that you posted of $1,182 towards the child support arrears?
Yes.
Okay. Are you going to receive a tax refund soon?
Yes, I will be filing my taxes today. I just finally got my last W-2 in the mail last week. I just haven't gotten around to filing. I've been stressed out about court and everything else. I will get it filed today, and that back money, child support automatically takes it. They'll automatically have it. And whatever I get from federal or state, whatever the child support don't touch, I'll bring down and I'll pay you that too. I'm tired of dealing with this. I'm tired of being in the court system when I take care of my son when I have him. I'd like more time.
All right. How many children do you have with Miss Hunt?
I have one child. I have one biological kid.
How often do you see that child?
I see him every other weekend right now, as said with mother.
Okay. Are you willing to apply to the court to modify your support obligation or change your parenting time?
Oh, as soon as I go and make a payment next week, I'll be filling out the paperwork to revise my parenting time. I want more time.
Okay. All right. Since September of last year, have you been looking for work?
Yes, I have. I have put in 6 applications a day, roughly every day since being laid off through Indeed.
All right. And what responses are you getting, if any?
That's just it. If any, none. I felt like I got into an argument with Walmart the other day begging for a job. And I mean, it's to that point where, somebody with a 9th grade education shouldn't feel like they are begging for work.
All right. Your highest level education completed is 9th grade?
I have supported my wife through her schooling this year, and next year I will be applying to do the same. She's a credit and a half away from having her high school diploma this year, and I will be working on mine next.
Okay. All right. Do you have any current expenses?
I have rent that is almost $800 a month, electric, which runs because I heat my house with electric because it's cheaper than propane, about $200 a month, besides child support and keeping gas in the vehicle.
All right. What's your plan to pay this obligation in the future?
We use Atera to manage all of our IT, easily and intuitively. And we use 20 different platforms.
Well, for now, it's to make payments as I can until I get employment and can start making payments again. I am in the process of working for employment. It's not like I'm just sitting here on my butt. I'm trying.
Okay. Anything else you would like to tell the court?
No.
All right. Thank you. I have no further questions.
Mr. Smith, you stated that since September to currently, you put in approximately 6 applications a day looking for employment. Why have you not been able to acquire employment?
One vehicle, prices of gas. I have 2 other kids to make sure that they get on and off the bus.
Okay,
I've actually been doing
that doesn't tell me
what.
that doesn't tell me why you haven't gotten employment. Those are other responsibilities.
People won't hire me.
What?
I can't tell you why people won't hire me.
I can't afford childcare.
Well, have they told you a reason? I mean, the labor market is really tight, so it would seem like you'd be able to acquire employment.
Employment doesn't have to give you a reason on why they won't hire you.
I'm not saying they have to. I asked you if they did.
Well, they haven't.
Okay. Did you tell me with Great Lakes, why you've been laid off? Why has it been so long that you've been laid off?
Because honestly, it's been easier employment-wise for the wife and kid-wise for our kids for me to be at home to get them on and off of a bus. I don't have a driver's license, so I can't drive myself anywhere legally.
Okay, that doesn't tell me why you've been laid off for that particular time. So have you taken a voluntary layoff? Is that it?
Tell them that because your wife couldn't afford the gas money since I'm not going to
Hold on. I don't know who's talking. This isn't Mr. Smith. This isn't Mr. Smith, so don't talk.
I'm not going to be told what to do in my fucking house. Yes,
Ma'am, if you want to be held in contempt of court and go to jail, keep it up.
So she's no longer here.
Okay. Mr. Smith, why you say it's easier? Have you taken a voluntary layoff? Is that it?
Yes, so I can take care of the other 2 children in my home. Because my wife's job was closer and easier on the gas.
Okay.
I was working all the way out in Holland at the new fucking Energizer factory. And I'm sorry for my language, but like I said before, I'm a laborer. I don't have the best vocabulary.
Well, don't swear. You can do that. You can respond without swearing, sir.
I'm a little frustrated at this point because I'm being made to be like I'm a bad person when all I failed to do is pay some fucking fines.
Okay, sir, if you keep swearing, I can hold you in contempt and you can go to jail. You want to do that?
No.
Okay.
But of course, there's no understanding for a father's frustration. It's all about the mother of this court system.
Well, say what you will. We're dealing with you right now. We're not dealing with the mother in this case.
Because there is such thing called a freedom of speech, and I am defending myself.
All I'm asking you to do is answer questions, sir, not defend yourself, but answer the questions I ask.
I will to my best ability.
Anything else that you would like the court to be aware of?
Nope.
Your Honor,
Yes.
front of the court did make a mistake. We did receive payments from August 14th and through September 18th. So we received payments in the amount of $646.85. So that would leave Mr. Smith with a shortfall of $5,551.15.
Okay. Okay, thank you
And what
for that
about-
clarification.
What about the 1,186 to bond myself out? What does that go towards?
Sir, that doesn't get taken care of until today's hearing, so you wouldn't have gotten credit until such time as the court forfeits the bond. So it's nothing that the front of the court has done. They can't do it till we have the hearing. Anything else, Mr. Sackrider?
VFly is a company that helps your YouTube videos go viral using Google Ads, which helps you get noticed in Google search.
No further proofs, Your Honor.
Okay. Well, in this particular matter, the testimony has shown that first, the court will note that there is a bond posted in this matter. The court will forfeit that bond. In this matter, apply that towards the arrearage in this particular case, that Mr. Smith does not have a prior finding of contempt in this particular case, that he does owe approximately $11,600 in arrears. With the reason amount of the correction, it would be just under $11,000. That court would note that he had received 1-day credit for time in jail in this particular case. That court notes in the testimony in this matter that Mr. Smith has been laid off from Great Lakes Steel Trades, that he had worked through approximately September of 2023, that he has taken a voluntary layoff, as he states it is easier to, again, to handle and to handle the his current children, his household in this particular case. He stated that since that time, he's put in 6 applications a day. Was looking for work. He does have a 9th grade education. That again, acquiring employment, he said, this has been hindered somewhat by the fact that he has 1 vehicle and he has some gas issues and for as far as expenses in this matter. However, it does appear, because he's taken the voluntary layoff, that he has in fact failed to comply with the order in this case. He said he's known about this since back in 2020, that he's failed or refused to comply in this matter. The court will therefore find him to be in contempt of court. Anything before sentencing, Mr. Sackrider?
Yes, Your Honor. As Ms. Mouton testified, this is a first show cause hearing for Mr. Smith. He testified that he's willing to put that bond over $1,000 towards the arrears, which the court has done. He testified that he's filling out 6 applications a day. So in this matter, we would ask that he be sentenced to time served, the 1 day served, and that he be allowed to continue to look for work and make payments on this child support obligation. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Well, what the court's going to do, Mr. Smith, the court could sentence you up to 45 days in jail. I'm not going to do that, but I do feel that some amount of jail time is warranted. The court will sentence you to 14 days in jail with credit for 1 day served. The court would allow you to purge yourself of contempt by paying the sum of $250 in this matter. I'm going to require that purge amount be paid, or you report to jail no later than 4 o'clock on March 1, 2024. And that will be the order of the court. So you'll report to the Calhoun County Sheriff on March 1, or pay the purge amount in this particular case. So that will be the order of the court, and you're free to go. Have a good day.
Hey, so if I come down, and what you're telling me is if I come down and pay the $250 today, it takes care of this, right?
Yeah, if you pay it by the March 1st date, so you pay it today or anytime in between there, then you wouldn't serve the jail time. That's correct.
Well, you will have your money today, sir. Thank you.
Okay, thank you then. Have a good day, sir.
Sometimes dads do too much talking. He went in and told the judge that he's getting kids that's not his off of a school bus. Yes, that is his wife's kids. Yes, the wife is the one saving him. But why in the world would you testify that you took a voluntarily unemployment when you have obligations and you're in arrears? The states want their money. They want their money. All right. So, nonetheless, this is Antonio with Team Tiggio. Please like, comment, subscribe, as we'll be coming to you more videos in the future. And once again, we will see you in the next video.